I'll never forget. I met an American in South Africa. And he said to me, he said, well, you know, Trevor, it's funny you say that because if you come out to America, they'll label you as black. I said, really? And he was like, hell yeah. Oh yeah, everybody's black out there. And I was like, wow, well, I want to be black. And I found out it's true. Mixed race people are categorized as black in America. Yeah. The only catch is, and nobody tells you this, you have to be liked and successful first. Before then, they say you mixed. You achieve success, and you get upgraded to black. All the famous mixed people do it. Singers, like Alicia Keys and Mariah Carey, yeah? Mixed, but then they say black singers. Sportsmen, like Tiger Woods, mixed, but then they say black golfer. The most famous mixed person on the planet by far, Barack Obama, mixed, half and half, straight down the middle. But then they say America's first black president. Which is interesting, because when he was running, they called him the mixed candidate. I see how it works. Everyone makes it obvious now. They're like, yeah, Barack, of course he won, of course. It wasn't that obvious when he started. It wasn't. I remember comedians coming out. They used to diss him. Guys would come out on stage and be like, man, how many of y'all seen that crazy-ass mixed fool run for president? Y'all seen that mixed fool run for president? What you gonna see? Ain't no mixed fool gonna be president of the United States of America. Ain't no man, which white people gonna be voting for a mixed fool? Even a black man can't win shit. Even a black man can't. How some mixed fool think he gonna do it out? Man, that mixed fool, that crazy-ass mixed fool. How some mixed fool, that mixed fool? And then he won, and all of a sudden they were like, my nigga. So I see how it works, you know? I understand. In order for me to become black, I have to work hard at it. And I'm willing to do the time. Yeah. I took the first opportunity I could. Bought myself a plane ticket from South Africa, and I said, I'm going out to America. I'm going there, and I'm going to be black. And I got on that plane. It was an 18-hour flight, 18 hours of non-stop flying. And I sat there in my chair, and I spent every moment practicing being black, just practicing. I was like, I'm not going to mess up this black opportunity. I just sat there, just working through everything. I was watching every black movie and TV show, just going through it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah. What you talking about, Willis? I was grinding it. You laugh, but 18 hours of flying, and I landed in JFK, and I was fluent in my black American. For shizzle my nizzle. I was walking around. I was so black, I was even laughing black. I was like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. My man. Ha, ha. Should have seen me. It was like, oh, this you? That has to be the personification of cool, in my opinion. There's nothing cooler. Black Americans are so cool, they can make you feel good about yourself just by asking if you are you. You don't believe me? Get a black American man to come up to you and just be like, hey, yo, this you? Nah, this you? And you'll be like, I think it is. It's magic. I was that black. Not just any black, but the coolest black in the world, and that's American black. I can say this with confidence, being from Africa. I know black. I'm well versed in the arts of black. I'm from the black factory. I mean it. I've seen every kind of black, from light black all the way to like navy blue black. I know black. And there's no cooler black than American black. Nothing cooler, you know? Because American black people, I mean, you just look at how much they've done to influence modern day pop culture, you know? Small things and the big alike. You look at the music. You've got, you know, jazz, hip hop, R&B, all black Americans, style of clothing, you know, just this general swag that they've brought to everything. Even small things like walking. I mean, walking is such a mundane activity, isn't it? It's just there's nothing cool about this thing. You just move from one place to the next, and pretty much everybody can do it. This is it. There's nothing. And then black Americans came along, and then they just added in that bounce, and then all of a sudden you look really cool. You just, you know, you look like you have a purpose. You've just got that. Yeah, look at this. It's super cool. And it must be hard for an assassin to kill you, just like. That's why if you look in American history, no black man was ever assassinated whilst walking, ever. So it was when they stopped and said something. Bang! That's when they were, because they got to walk. That's why if you look, Obama, every time he comes out of the jet or makes a speech, he's always just got that little bounce just before. Because in his head, he's like, you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know. Got to walk. It's a cool walk. And by far, the coolest thing of all is the talk. I've listened to black Americans, and it's the most amazing use of the English language I've ever come across in my life. Because they pay no regard to punctuation whatsoever. Just cruise through sentences. It's fantastic. First time I had a conversation with a black American man was in Baltimore, Maryland. This guy walked up to me after the show. He didn't even walk. He just floated in. Just came up to me and was like, hey, yo, B, hey, yo, hey, yo. Yo, let me holler at you for a minute, man. Let me holler at you. I said, okay. He's like, man, I ain't even gonna front, man. I ain't gonna front. I came out here, dude. I ain't even know who you was, man. I didn't even know. As I heard the show, I bought my girl. We was out there. You came out there. You were doing your thing. I was like, yo, man, I ain't even know they goddamn yellow bones out there in the motherland, man. I was like, yo, this kid better be funny, man, but I ain't gonna lie. You came out there, you was keeping it coming, keeping it moving. You was just beasting. I was like, all right, man, maybe this kid is the truth, yeah? This kid was doing his thing. He was keeping it out there. I started laughing. My girl was killing herself. I was like, all right, this mofo got flow for show. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't. But I love it. It's the most amazing use of English I've ever come across in my life. Just that one word alone, just the strength of that. Nah mean. Do you know what I mean? You nah mean? It sums it all up, doesn't it? It's just, neither question nor statement. It's just, like, why have we been wasting our time with syllables for so long? I don't understand. It was a crazy day today, you know what I mean? Yo, that shit was crazy, you know what I mean? It just flows, it's magical. It says it all. I feel like I've wasted years of my life without nah mean. I wish I could go back in time and relive my favorite moments, watch my favorite movies again, seeing them bring to life. This is Sparta! Nah mean! Power. Good times, man. Good times in South Africa. We're back. I've been gone for 2 years. What the hell have you people done with the place? What on earth have you done with the place? Shit is upside down. Julius is skinny, people. Don't laugh. What happened to my juju? What happened to my juju? I felt like a mom seeing her child skinny. Ooh, Julius, and then? What happened? Did they take your land and your stomach? Oh no, my baby. Guys, what happened to Julius Malema? When I saw him, I honestly didn't know who it was. I saw this young, slender guy, thin face, but the same voice. We are going. Now the voice doesn't match the face anymore. It's almost like he's a ventriloquist of himself. We are going to fight, keep fighting. He's super skinny now, man. Like, I'm waiting for him to be on the cover of Men's Health magazine, telling us how he lost the weight. Julius posing with a six-pack. They have one of those sexual headlines, how to EFF your lady right. 10 steps to get a body like Juju. There he is selling DVDs, making money, struggle aerobics. You can be just like me. I don't even think Julius knew that this was going to be his life. I mean, starting in the ANC is a position that is powerful. You're at the top, you're at the top of the food chain. As soon as you switch to an opposition party, you have to fight. You spend all of your time fighting. Julius wasn't ready for that. He didn't even realize how riled up his supporters were. Every day he was there. The EFF is going to fight. Are you ready? We're ready. What do you want to do? We want to march. Yes. Where are we marching to? To Pretoria. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why don't we get a Uber, guys? Yeah. Pretoria. Yeah. What a stressful life.
Poor Julius, man. From tender to slender. I miss it. I watch Parliament now again. I went straight into it, watching the vote of no confidence. I was so stressed. I don't know about you, but I was so stressed. I was like, please, 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 please don't let Zuma go, please. Don't let Zuma go. My jokes, all of my jokes, please, please. Because I mean, I know I've got Donald Trump, but it's not the same, guys. It's not the same. I want Trump and I want Zuma in my life. I want balance. Balance. Because you see, the thing is, like, South African politicians, they're crazy and they're fun, right? But they're benign. They're not dangerous. It's just fun and games. You know, I'm going to watch Julius. He's going to be there having his vote of no confidence, busy causing chaos. I love that watch. I watch that in America all the time. I don't think you understand. I don't know how to explain it to Americans, but it's so much fun. It's just Julius up there causing chaos every single day. We are here today again. We are going to vote out a criminal. Guys are there. Out of air. Point of order. Point of order. Point of order, Honorable Malema. Point of order. You can't say that. Retract. Okay, I don't want to get kicked out. I retract. I am here because we want to kick out a crook. Honorable Malema, retract. Retract that, Honorable Malema. Retract it immediately. I retract. We want to kick out Lemenemene. Honorable Malema, Honorable Malema, retract, retract, unconditionally. Okay, okay, I retract, unconditionally. Here's my question. Why do they have to keep calling the person honorable when they're doing crazy shit? There's people punching and fighting in parliament. Honorable member, stop punching. Honorable member, don't swear. Like, is that the rule? You have to say honorable member for whatever it is? Eh? A minister can be there shitting on top of the table. Honorable member, hey, skakaka, hey. Honorable member, ukakaka mutafuleng. Honorable member, retract that feces now. Honorable member, retract that feces immediately. Retract that feces immediately, please. I retract. Unconditionally. I miss it so much. I enjoy it so much. You know? I mean, there's people who ask me all the time, they're like, Trevor, but Donald Trump, I mean, are you serious? He's crazy like the way you are telling us. You know, people say that to me all the time. And by the way, can I just say, I appreciate every single one of you that watches The Daily Show in South Africa. I appreciate that. You're one of the biggest parts of my success. People didn't believe it. People didn't expect it. They didn't even know. They were shocked. South Africa is the #1 largest market of Daily Show viewers outside of the United States. Americans didn't know what hit them. They were like, Trevor, I don't know if this is real, but we've got, apparently there are like millions of people watching in South, does that look right to you? It's like, what does that mean? No, I mean, like, I didn't know, like, do people have that many TVs? Is that like a, do you guys have TVs? TVs, we have DSTV. Pa. Dlala ngathi, ketchup. Full buckets. You don't understand how many stupid questions I still get people asking me. Trevor, so like coming from Africa, is it different for you? Is it like totally different? Have you guys got like animals in the streets running around? I'm like, guys, we don't have animals. Come on, man. What do you take us for? And then a few weeks after I had that fight, South Africa, you guys come and hold me back. Just after I fought with people telling them there's no animals in the streets, I see a headline from the Sunday Times. Zebra blocking traffic on N1 highway. Now I have to go back. Okay, you see, sometimes, but not always, sometimes.